ವಿಶ್ವದಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಕಬ್ಬಿಣ ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕತೆಯ ಉದ್ಯಮಿಗಳ ಬೃಹತ್ ಮೇಳ ಎನ್ನಲಾದ ಇಎಂಒ 2019 ಹನ್ನೋವರ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯಲಿದೆ. ಭಾರತವೂ ಸೇರಿದಂತೆ ವಿಶ್ವಾದ್ಯಂತ ಅನೇಕ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು ಈ ಮೇಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಂದು ವಿಶ್ವ ಮೇಳವನ್ನು ಆಯೋಜಿಸಿರುವ ಜರ್ಮನ್ ಮಷಿನ್ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡರ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ಫ್ರೈಡ್ ರವರು ಪತ್ರಿಕಾಗೋಷ್ಠಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಎಂಒ 2019 ಕುರಿತು ವಿವರ ನೀಡಿದರು. ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ 2019ರಲ್ಲಿ 16ರಿಂದ 21ರವರೆಗೆ ಕಬ್ಬಿಣ ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕತೆಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದ ಈ ಮೇಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಅತ್ಯಾಧುನಿಕ ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕತೆಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿದ ಉದ್ಯಮಗಳು ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಲಿವೆ. ವಿಶ್ವದ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕತೆಯನ್ನು ಒಂದೇ ಸೂರಿನಡಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದಾಗಿದೆ ಎಂದು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ಫ್ರೈಡ್ ತಿಳಿಸಿದರು. ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮೀಟ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡಿದರು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ.
16 to 21st September 2019 at Hannover, Germany. I take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Michael Rosa, Head of Protocol and Events Deutsche AG, Hannover, Germany. Dr. Karl Wilfried Schäfer, Executive Director, VDW, Frankfurt, Germany. Mr. Narayan Giri, Head Export, ACE Designers Limited. And I would also like to welcome Mr. Bernhard Steinbrücker, the Director General of Indo-German Chamber of Commerce. We are happy that Mr. Rosa and Dr. Schäfer have travelled to India for this interaction. Their knowledge will surely be insightful and we look forward to the presentation. Without any further delay, I would like to invite Dr. Schäfer to present IMO to industry and press.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to welcome you here to our IMO press conference in Bangalore. It's our fourth destination this week, so we have been traveling India since Sunday, last week, in Pune, Chennai and Rajkot, also important destinations for production, and you can see India is a very important market for IMO and for the German machine tool producers. You will see some numbers later on about the delivery of machine tools from Germany to India. And also concerning IMO, we always have a large participation from Indian customers to IMO 2017. We roughly welcomed 2,300 visitors, experts, investors in Hannover coming from India to IMO. So, as mentioned, IMO is taking place in September this year, and you can see we want to point out here the major topic of our industry, meaning smart technologies driving tomorrow's production. So with this topic, we focus on Industry 4.0, or from the international viewpoint, IoT, Internet of Things, because this is overall the major trend that covers all products and all participants along the value chain of nano production. I will go into some details later on, but to give you a first impression of what is IMO all about, you may listen and view with me this small video.
Successful suppliers of production technology know precision, productivity, flexibility. These have always been the factors that make the difference. The factors that decide what prevails on the market. The factors on which the very latest trends in industrial production are based. But what happens if you add another ingredient? When all knowledge and know-how is bundled, when individual components and machines become one single networked entity, then something new is made. Something big, something smart, something much more than the sum of its parts. Then new business models emerge, new economic structures. Then the future is created. And the future starts here, at the IMO Hannover 2019. There's a lot of talk about Industry 4.0. Here it becomes tangible. Here it is reality. Hundreds of machines and entire plants live in action. You can only experience that here at the world's leading trade fair for production. Don't be at a standstill. Come with us to the next level. into the future of industrial production. IMO Hannover. Smart technologies driving tomorrow's production. From September the 16th to the 21st, 2019. In Hannover, in the heart of Germany and Europe.
That's always what we have to keep in mind. Because this is a very important trend of our industry, we have decided that at this year's IMO, for the first time, we have set up a exhibition area within IMO, specifically for topics in this field. So there's a new exhibition area in one hall called IoT in Production. There, individual companies can exhibit, and it's not only the IT business. Of course, we are addressing also now companies like IBM, Microsoft, where we are in discussion with. I'll come back to this later. But we also see that there are companies out of the classical fields want to present something with let's say, data-driven topics, intelligence to the customers in an area where they are looking for this. You know, of course, at the booth of machine tool builders or measurement devices in various halls, they will show their developments. But the customers, we want to bring to a focal point where he sees a good overview about what is the trend in IoT. And besides the individual exhibitors, we will have a common booth, Industry 4.0 area, organized together with our partner Convali Media Group. Here you have smaller companies, for example, there are applications for data security, secure data communication and interfaces. There are companies with intelligent tooling, for example. But there are also companies who have a second booth to show IoT-driven demands in this area. We will have joint booths with a country perspective, because Industry 4.0 as a development started in Germany, and meanwhile we see similar governmental funded activities throughout the world. So we are talking with China just this morning. I got the feedback from my Chinese colleague out there at the showground that they are coming up with a booth showing what is China doing in terms of Industry 4.0. We're talking to France, Japan, Switzerland, and Taiwan. And finally, very important aspect which we bring together in this area is UMATI. It's a joint stand with live presentation of a new networking solution. So we are very much looking forward to this. And on the Tuesday evening, after the show is closed, there will be a large networking event on the showground to connect the prize winner, the startup community, together with the interested exhibitors, management level of exhibitors, to exchange views and to cooperate. Yes, as I mentioned already, capacities can only be increased if you have enough skilled workforce, not only on the engineering level, but also on the level of production specialists. And this is a strong demand, not only in Germany, in Europe, but so that's why we have introduced a recruiting initiative with VDI. VDI is the German Association for Engineers, the job market at IMO Hannover. It is only running 2 days. So the human resource departments of the exhibitors, but also of larger customers like automotive industry or aerospace industry, can join in for 2 days, can present their open jobs, their career perspectives in these companies, and address people to be interested and to look after job change. And this is also of interest for foreign companies, also for Indian companies, if they want to find specialists for their German or European subsidiaries, for example. So also there we see potentials for foreign exhibitors. And finally, here we have VDW is running a foundation together with VDMA about, let's say, addressing the youth. So one aspect, of course, and this is a very German thing, to get young people to decide not to become a banker or whatever, but or a medical guy, but to become an engineer. You know, that's the most important thing. and that's what we do. So we have a large booth, 1,000 square meters, and we put in some 6,000 to 7,000 young people from schools. But the most important thing, meanwhile, which is about 60 to 70% of our activity of this foundation, is to update the knowledge of the teachers in vocational training schools, as well as the trainers in vocational training in the companies. Because the development is so fast that the teachers do not have enough money to update, to go to courses, to have additional training on new technologies like digitization or automation. And we are doing this now since 10 years. So we are developing and writing content and hand it out to the schools. And this not only on a German basis, we have been training Italian vocational training teachers. So we are also open for demand from other countries. So this is of great importance. Now we have 2 projects funded by the government running to develop specific content, not for the engineering level, that's where it is there, but to deliver content for vocational training on Industry 4.0 for the schools. So because the man on the machine must know how the data goes to the cloud and why it goes and what is behind the data, what is the information coming back and so on and so forth. So that's very important. And we have set up a learning platform. It's a tool. So young people may not like to look into books. They are used to read in their mobile. So we have now a mobile learning platform on mobile devices, tablets and mobiles, so that the teacher can upload the things that the pupils have to do that day. So he can upload drawings of the workpiece they have to produce or any kind of content. He controls what he is doing from the backside. So there's some administration for the teacher looking is what the pupils are doing. And they can use really these tablets in the environment of a job shop for training. This is unique. You cannot find it somewhere else, at least not in Europe. And this is also very effective, and it is modern. It's something that addresses the young people more than, let's say, books. So far about some other major aspects. We will have a matchmaking activity running via internet. So this was also there last time. I now look into some numbers. What is the economic environment that we foresee? These are numbers we put together with our partner Oxford Economics institution from Great Britain that we work together with since about 10 years. So the overall GDP expectation internationally is 2.8% with an investment of same size. Out of this, an industrial production of 3.2% and a machine tool consumption of 3.6%. So you see there is a slowdown, yes, but you will see later on by 2 examples that this slowdown is on a overall high level. So it's not, we are not thinking and talking about a crisis at the moment. We see that there is a slowdown, even sometimes necessary for the companies because, as I mentioned, we have in some cases problems finding a skilled workforce, and we have increasing and too long delivery times for components. This is a real problem at the moment to meet the delivery time for the customer, getting the components for the assembly in time. There's a separation into the different regions. So for this year we see a lead in Europe by 4.7% in machine tool consumption, followed by Asia and the Americas. And you can see here countries like Italy are pushing, but also they are not that big, that's why they are not here on the screen. Also Eastern European countries where there's a lot of automotive and automotive supplies industry are increasing their demand. In Asia it is at the moment very much smaller destinations like Indonesia, like Vietnam, that we see order income increasing, but also the expectations for India with a increase of 5.4% is above the average of Asia in total. And the Americas are mainly driven by still the tax reductions and these measures that are coming from the political viewpoint. Looking into the German machine tool industry, 2018 we will finalize with another increase of 8%.
Welcome to all of you. It's a great pleasure to be here. I'm very happy to be in Bangalore for the first time. IMO, we heard it from Dr. Schäfer, my home city Hannover, and also Deutsche Messe AG. They have long-running and narrow ties with India, but for me personally, it's the first time that I'm here, and I'm really to be delighted for the first time being in this wonderful country. I know that you all are very busy. We were yesterday at the opening of IMTEX at the Bangalore Exhibition Center, and I got an idea about the dynamic and about the growth in your country. I also understand that tomorrow you had a day off, a national holiday, so thank you for being here. It's great to talk to you. Let me just put it a little bit more in detail what combines VDW and Deutsche Messe AG. As Wilfried Schäfer said, he's responsible, he owns the fairs, he's responsible for all the contents, he's responsible for the exhibitors, for all strategic aspects, whereas we as Deutsche Messe AG, we run the fairgrounds, we run the facility where IMO takes place, and of course we also provide services for IMO. Apart from that, we also run own events. Our company was founded 70 years ago, and we run more or less 50 events per year. And even though IMO for us is a very special event, it's a different event from the other ones, and you see this here. This was in 2017. This is a big power energy plant. It's one of the landmarks of Hannover, and you see how much our city identifies with IMO because we put all this huge building into the coloring and into the IMO colors. The main reason why IMO is so important and so special for us is that we are coming from a tradition of B2B fairs, of industrial fairs. So more than any other fair, IMO really complements and even completes our portfolio for industry fairs. In Hannover, so we have a profound understanding of these industry fairs, and as we come from B2B fairs and we come from fairs which deal with digital transformation, with industrial production, with intelligence in production, all those items Wilfried Schäfer has just spoken about. Hannover Messe is one of our brands, it's one of our strong ones in the industry sector, but we also have Ligna, which is also about industry production in the wood processing sector. We heard from Wilfried Schäfer several times the expression Industry 4.0. Yesterday on our wonderful fairgrounds, we also saw many times 4.0, and in Hannover this term was used for the first time in 2011, so 4.0 was born on our industry fairs, and it was continuously then developed and further developed, like fairs, for instance, like IMO. So we fully also see that industrial production will become faster, will become more precise, will become more efficient through these trends in Industry 4.0 and digital transformation, but we think that it will go even beyond that, and therefore we are also setting up our fairs, and this is that we think that Industry 4.0 really is a disruptive technology. It will fundamentally change the way we produce, the way we deliver, the way we deal with our clients, our logistics chains. So this will be more than just a revolutionary step, it will be a kind of a revolution, and we are preparing our fairgrounds and we are preparing our infrastructure exactly for this, because you need sufficient connectivity, you need a large traffic flow, you need the necessary bandwidth for this huge amount of data, big data, we have heard about it, and of course it is important that our exhibitors can show concrete samples, that they can show applications, and therefore they need the necessary infrastructure. For us, we are going, of course we are providing a good infrastructure and the state-of-the-art infrastructure, but we are also looking into the future, and it's with great pleasure that we can announce here in India that for the first time we will have at the EMO, we are preparing it now in April, 5G capable fairground. So at the moment we are working with LTE, you know this is fastest standard at the moment, but with 5G we will be 10 times faster than the actual standard, and of course with 5G our exhibitors, the exhibitors of EMO, they will be able to connect their smart machines. We learned about the product the VDW is offering in this context. They can connect their smart machines with their storage, with their warehousing systems, and with their production facilities. So the machines will autonomously exchange information, they will trigger actions, and they will control each other independently. So 5G will bring exhibitors at EMO hopefully to a next level. 5G, in our view, will play a very important role also in the exhibition business itself, and at EMO in September we will have our fairgrounds ready for this. So another point which is a special thing in our partnership is that of course we try to deliver a technically perfect surrounding for EMO, but of course we also want to offer, and we work with the VDW with regard to the expertise.
Now I invite Mr. Narayan Giri to share his experience at EMO.
EMO is giving a platform for all these technologies to showcase their innovations and bring it to the world. So we consider EMO as just not a machine tool show. We learn a lot of work. We could be right from micromanagement of the factory setup, from our smart setup of the factory to the complex setup of the aerospace industry up to that, and how smartly an industry can run up to that level, and the new technologies so that the products, the B2B products are well designed and well brought out for the well-being of the world. I mean, to that level the EMO platform is set. So if you go further, we can call EMO is a world championship for the machine tool industry. They are number one. I mean, somebody can question how do you say that? Because it's by experience, we can say. IMTS stands to in our experience as well as whatever we have seen so many years past. Going on, there will be, since I am coming from a training center industry, I will be talking more about that. So you will be seeing a very high-end companies participating, more than 250 plus training center exhibitors. From a machining center point of view, there will be more than 250 plus and 200 plus grand.
ಜಗತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಈ EMO ಹನ್ನಾವರ್ 2019 ಏನು ಮೆಟಲ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕತೆಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ಈ ಮೇಳದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶ್ವದ ಅನೇಕ ಉದ್ಯಮಿಗಳು ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಲಿದ್ದು, ಅದರಂತೆ ಭಾರತಾದ್ಯಂತ ಸುಮಾರು 29 ಮತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಿಂದ ಸುಮಾರು 10 ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಲಿವೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ವಿಶ್ವದ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕತೆಯು ಒಂದೇ ಸೂರಿನಡಿ ದೊರಕುವುದರಿಂದ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಜನತೆ, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಜನತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಉದ್ಯಮಿಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕರು ಈ ಮೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಬೇಕು, ಇದರ ಉಪಯೋಗವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕೆಂದು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ಫ್ರೈಡ್ ಅವರು ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಜನತೆಗೆ ವಿನಂತಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪತ್ರಿಕಾಗೋಷ್ಠಿಯ ನಂತರ ಜರ್ಮನ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ದ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟರಾದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ಫ್ರೈಡ್ ಅವರು ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಕಿರಣದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ್ದು ಹೀಗೆ.
Well, we are representing EMO Hannover, which is taking place this year in September, and it's all about metal production, but customers can see producers from all over the world along the whole value chain, which is starting off with software industries. Then we have, of course, major exhibits are the machines of all technologies together with the tooling, and we have also all the topics of measurement, quality management and components at the show. So overall 2,200 exhibitors in 17 halls will give a total overview of the production trends in this year.
what you are expecting from India? The German, this one. What are you expecting from Indian industrialists?
Well, India is a very important consuming market and a very important industrialized country. So on one hand, we have more and more exhibitors coming from India. At the moment, 31 applications, but we are seeing more interest. Just 2 days ago, we had discussions with 10 more companies, so we expect around 50 companies exhibiting at EMO coming from India, also machine tools, software, tooling. But on the other hand, India is importing a lot of machine tools, and last EMO we have seen 2,300 investors, visitors coming to EMO to take their decisions on machines and other investments they want to take. So also here we expect a large interest and participation from customers coming out of India.